Welcome to the House of Hammer, built by the nation for the nation. Welcome to Raider Nation News today. For those that don't know who I am the tribal chief of Raider Nation. I go by the name of Hammer. Do me a favor, point those ones high to the sky, and do me a favor. Acknowledge me. Hope everybody's having a great Wednesday. Y'all know why we are here tonight. It's a celebration, bitches. Get a drink. Pull up a chair. Let's have some fun. Probably going to have a couple of different guests on throughout this. Thinking maybe an hour and a half. Appreciate everybody coming on in. Those that are coming in, those that haven't done it yet, do me a favor. And those new in here, I'm going to teach you real quick. Break them thumbs. Hammer that sub. Smash the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions. I'm not sure how many we have in here. Well, now I'm looking. It says 81, 84, 48 likes. We're on multiple platforms tonight. And I am seeing this chat flooded already with the birthday wishes. So I need to try to start highlighting you guys. Like I said, we are going to have some guests on. Once people start pulling up, I sent the links out to a couple different people. So once they start pulling up, we'll have some fun with it. Salute to Rudy. Salute to Bourbon. Yeah, I'm 40. I'm old. It is what it is. Add 13, what up? ADD 13, I'm sorry. But I appreciate each and every single one of y'all pulling on up tonight. And like I said, we are going to have some people pulling up. I'm waiting to hear the little ring. And I think we just got our first birthday super chat as well. So bear with me as I go through this right now. Salute to Rorschach. Happy 40th birthday, brother. Hopefully you had an amazing day. Always that fire. No, Graf is a bit sick as a dog, hoping that he's able to pull on up. We spoke a couple hours ago, and I think he did a live, I want to say like 2 hours ago, if I remember correctly. I was out. Great birthday dinner. It was a great night. And now I'm here with you guys. We're going to celebrate. We're going to have some fun. Let's see. I know one of the guests said that he was already here. I don't see him yet. Let's see. And we got another one. Oh, damn. Our first guest is backstage, y'all, and this is going to be a good one. We always do a live the week of my birthday, and he's going to bless us with his presence right now. So I'm going to get this up on the screen the correct way. Where is it? Ladies and gentlemen, Unk is in the building. Salute to Violator. What is up?
What's up, nephew? And happy birthday.
Appreciate you. We have another one pulling up at the same time. This is going to be fun. Let's switch to the other camera now. We're going to have a lot of fun with this today, y'all. I promise y'all that. Let me get you guys on the screen the correct way. You got one, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be fun. And let's get Unk up as well. Here we go. I got Violator and I got Joe Arrigo in.
Oh, my man.
What is up, guys?
What's up? What's up, Joe?
What's up, man? What's up, Violator? Long time no see, bro.
Hey, man, living the dream, brother. Living the dream, one day at a time.
Yes, sir. Hey, happy birthday.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for pulling up. Appreciate y'all. I'm checking
Big
out the chat right
now. Big 4-0.
The Big 4-0. I had a birthday wish list. It consisted of a walker. What was it? A walker, a life alert, and blue chews. Didn't get any of them though.
There you go.
Yo, that's not what wifey sent me. She said Astroglide, blue
Here we
pills.
Go. Hold on. We got another one. So now we got to open up to, we do have it at 6. I guess we didn't do 4, but we're going to use the 6 anyways. I don't know why I didn't have this one set up. Let's get this going. I see one. Hold on. Let me get the other 2 in the building. This is going to be fun, man.
We're going to end up in the principal's office, baby.
Yo, do I hear Unk's voice?
Unk is in the building.
Oh, what's up, Unk? What's good with you, man?
Yeah, what's good, baby? What's good?
We got one more.
Good to see the OG himself in the building, man. What's good, brother?
Spreading that love and good wishes, man. That's all, man.
Yes, sir.
We got
Happy
Joe in the building as
birthday.
well.
Oh, Joe, what's good, bro?
What's up, Graph?
I was just talking to my dog on Twitter like an hour or two ago. So it's good to see
For
Joe in the
real.
building. Hey,
It's a
happy
lot of
birthday,
children
bro.
right now.
Yeah, facts, bro. I'm kind of sick, bro, so I'm gonna be here for a few minutes. But I had to
That's why.
tap in
Yeah.
and come kick it for a split second, man. It's good to see my guy on his birthday. 40 years old, bro. You old as hell,
That's it.
bro.
I
Big
know.
4, man.
I'm feeling like Danny Glover. I'm officially starting to get too old for this shit.
Yeah. Well, look, 42 last week, so I feel you, bro. Trust me.
Listen, both of you don't listen to none of that BS. Be you. And don't listen to none of that negative BS. Do you, man? The man upstairs already has your script written. Walk it out.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Hey, what do you guys think about this report now with Clint Kubiak, man? Vinny B put it out there Saturday. It looks like maybe there's an interview with Clint Kubiak. There's some other conflicting reports. It may be even earlier than that. What are you guys thinking about Clint Kubiak?
I'm excited. I've been having this conversation for the last couple of days, especially after we covered the NFC Championship game and seeing that offense, and I was outdone. I'm like, this is what we can have. Like,
Yes.
we have majority of the weapons right now. We just need to solidify that offensive line. But I love what I saw out of his offensive scheme. And you and I have had this conversation, Graph, in terms of trying to get that two-headed monster in the backfield and having a number 2 to complement Genty.
Yes.
I really hope that he's like, yo, I'm taking this job. I want this job.
Yeah. No, definitely.
I don't think
Back when we had Wheatley and Napoleon Kaufman.
Facts.
I think it's a foregone. I think this is the job he wants. If I'm gonna be honest, like I said before, you have $100 million in cap space. You have 2 key offensive weapons, with Bowers and Genty, and you can put Mayer in there as well. You have an opportunity to draft the number 1 quarterback and develop him. With the number 1 pick, and then I'm going to say if, because I still think it's up in the air. If they keep Max Crosby, that now you have a key defensive piece to build around as well. So, I mean, with all that, between that and Arizona, you got dysfunctional ownership and a lot of issues in Arizona, or you can come to Vegas and run it. I think it's a foregone conclusion. I think that's why it's taking so long, because they want to be respectful of the wishes, and they want to, make sure all I's are dotted and T's are crossed, because you know how the league gets with certain things.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, I think it's Kubiak, but Davis Webb, if that is the fallback option, that's not a bad one to have, considering a lot of people in NFL circles like him. I prefer Kubiak more than I do Webb, but I mean, at the end of the day, he's got prepared for a Super Bowl as well.
Look, then you got Sean Payton trying to cog block that.
Yeah. Facts.
This is facts. Hey, what's funny, man? It's funny because when me and Joe were talking on Twitter about the whole beat writer situation and about how it's been pretty quiet, it's been pretty radio silent up to this point. And Joe, much love, bro. I respected everything that you put on that post. I got a DM shortly after that from somebody that actually works in the building, and they said exactly what you said, that Clint Kubiak is being very respectful to the situation right now. He didn't say that it sounds like it's a foregone conclusion. I think that most of us agree it's kind of a foregone conclusion. But he said he didn't want to be a distraction to his current employer. That's the exact words he said to me.
Professional.
Yes. So, and then I read it also on the live that I did before this. And also, apparently, remember, Joe, I mentioned, I'm like, why is none of these guys at the Shrine Bowl? None of these guys are at the Senior Bowl. Apparently this year, man, these companies are choosing not to invest some resources into flying their employees out, which is kind of crazy because you got all these draftees coming into this class and you have nobody out there to connect the dots with. I mean, the scouts are out there, of course, but
I think the scouts are there. So
I hung out with them. I hung out with them on Friday. Yeah, definitely.
It's more pressure on them, but that's going to make them bring their A game as far as what they take back to the front office.
Yeah. Because
they have to pay attention.
Our scouts were there. Our scouts were in full attendance. They were doing their thing and their homework. But I was just shocked because usually Tony Pauline was there, but usually you'll see a few guys out there, taking notes and writing articles and stuff. You didn't see that this time around. So I was just kind
Well,
of
I
like,
think
all the heat's around the front office. That's where they're hanging right there for breaking news.
yeah. Well,
yeah,
also,
and
no, go ahead, Joe. My bad, brother.
no,
Go
I
ahead.
say too, because I mean, even with the combine, a lot of teams are opting to keep their coaching staff away from the combine. And it's just the front office people. That's been going on the last couple of years as well, because again, they feel like it's cost efficient and they can just get on Zooms and do whatever. Um, when it cut, but have the scouts down there, they're gonna scout and then they're gonna let Spy Ted do his thing when he comes down to the decision making. And I think, he's kind of locked in on wanting to get this coaching hire done and getting it done right. Because just like, and I think them a lot like the fan base, Raider Nation, they're tired of every year having a new coach and paying a coach for not coaching for the next 3 or 4 years. They want to have someone locked in and just kind of ride or die with them. And I think that's kind of where they're at right now.
And it sounds like Brady's bringing the Patriot, I don't want to say Patriot way over to the Raiders, but another gem in this was, I was told the difference between previous years, the ownership is trying to keep everything under wraps. So it looks as though they're trying to move the way the Patriots did with Brady and Belichick and company, trying to keep everything close to the vest and not too much being put out into the universe. And also, I did some thinking too, Joe, right? And I'm like, it's only year 2 with Spy Tech. We had some moving and shaking in terms of the beat writers, some new blood, some fresh blood, some other guys are moving on, right? It's going to take some time to build that camaraderie with some of these guys and some trust. I'm not saying that Spy Tech's ever going to grab a guy and say, hey, you're my guy to get all the news out. I don't see that happening. But again, I know there's a bunch of new bodies in the building. And go ahead, bro.
I think, I'm glad you brought that up, because they lost their 3 best beat writers. They lost, to me, Paul Gutierrez, that's my primo. That's my dog.
Great.
That's a mentor to me. And not with him working with the Raiders, you don't have that person that him and Vic would ask the tough questions. And that was the next, when you lose Vic, you lose Paul. And Vinny, people say Vinny carried the water. I worked with Vinny at 2 different, we worked together in radio and then out here, obviously. And, but Vinny was one that was trusted by the organization as well. Yeah. So from a print standpoint, there isn't too many people that they trust, because there's a lot of print, reporters that, one, are just green, like you said, that have no experience and there's no ties to the organization. And 2, they just don't trust, because they're trying to create an angle, create a story, create some type of drama, because they've done it here locally for a number of years, that they really don't trust them. So they're trying to figure out, I think, the person who that can be their go-to guy. Even with Tayshaun leaving to go to, out to DC to cover the Commanders, like that was a guy that they put out very good information. So when you don't have that, and then there's really, honestly, at this point, there's not a lot to cover. I mean, because at the end of the day, like, who are you going to say, okay, here's another bio, and here's what Kubiak does, and here's who he could possibly bring in, and here's who Davis Webb could bring in. I mean, you can only do so much of that before it gets, just boring and redundant. So at the end of the day, like, it's tough to cover them right now, because there isn't a lot to cover. I think by Sunday, Monday, I would say by Monday, no later than Monday afternoon, the head coach will probably be in place.
Yeah, agreed. I even think this weekend potentially. I think we may connect the dots here soon. But either way, I'm good with Clint Kubiak, and I'm a big fan of Davis Webb. So I know some people may be worried about the inexperience. And look, I live in the area where he grew up at, and his high school was right down the street. Former 3rd-round pick. He's a legend around these parts. A lot of people respect this dude. I think he could be something, as long as he brings in, some smart coordinators, some experienced coordinators with him. Maybe a Cliff Kingsbury. What do you guys think about that? That's his former head coach at Texas Tech. You can see that connection potentially. I mean, he's still available. You know what I mean? Maybe he brings him, and then maybe he brings over who's the guy that's interviewing now? He just left the Chargers right now. The assistant out there in Denver, Leonard or Leonard, Jim Leonard. Leonard. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I think Leonard's going to end up back either with the Chargers or with the Bills. I think those are the 2 spots. But I mean, just look at who he's worked with, and he can connect certain dots. I mean, there's You know, Bobby Babich is a guy. I know Green Bay just hired him to be a secondary coach, but he's a DC in Buffalo the last few years. He could be a guy they could bring in, you know, because again, it's an increase in job title from where he's just got hired as.
Yeah.
Kingsbury would be interesting. I just hope they give him the third year this time. That was the holdup the last time. The third year. So
Well,
give him the third year.
Funny, I heard some more about that situation, and I always wanted to add to it. I know that played a part, but I heard also that he heard the plan and was like, "No, I'm good. Like I'm good." Like the plan with the quarterback, like he went to the situation that worked out the best for him, right? Jaden Daniels, NFC Championship year 1, it worked out for him. I heard there was more to it than just the third year, which was, I think he kind of looked at that like, "Oh, you're not going to give me the third year? Well, let me get out of here. Let me use this as an escape route." But again, you know, it is what it is. I think it worked out for him. It didn't work out for us. Because Betsy was terrible. So, man, happy birthday, bro! We just talking and just doing our thing.
Yeah, because I'm listening to you guys. I'm looking through this chat, which is going fucking crazy right now. We have almost 300 in here, and you guys with the birthday wishes. Thank you guys so much. Like, it's just coming and coming and coming. No Diddy if necessary.
Pause.
Oh, yeah. I'm waiting. Where's Hugdies? Because I'm waiting for him to pull up. Because I know he's going to start with you. The simple fact that you're on camera right now, he's going to start his shit, and I can't wait. That's just going to be complete comedy. I tried to get a hold of Wasted.
He said he's going to pull up. I talked to him not too long ago. He called me and said he was going to come by.
I reached out to Stu. I reached out to Big Mike as well to see if they try to pull up.
I know Stu is, when Stu goes on one of his I'm gone to November moves. Yeah, you won't see him for a minute. I'm meeting up with him at the combine in another few weeks or so. Well, another month. So,
well, there might be another person out there in the next few weeks, but we shall see.
There you go. There you go.
There's a so there was a thing we talked about previously that I got. So basically, it's right when the night before the final day of the season, I got a text from someone that covers USC, and this person's been covering them a very long time, very trusted, and inside the halls of USC, he's one of them guys that know a little bit. And he reached out to me. I can say it now because it's not going to happen.
I know where you're going.
And it was any truth, because we're hearing a lot that Lincoln Riley is going to take over for Pete if he gets fired. And I made some calls, and it didn't have any legs to it, but it was interesting when it got told to me, because then I let Hammer know, and another buddy of mine that's in the circle that would know.
He didn't tell me, but I want you to know. I sent a text to him and said, "Is he talking about Lincoln Riley?" And Hammer just said, "Yes." That was it. So I promise nobody told me. I just guessed because I was like,
"Oh shit!" But yeah, so that was one that I thought was interesting, whether or not it would have happened or not. But obviously, didn't go anywhere. So I mean, I can say that now publicly. But if that was being talked about, how would you guys have felt about that?
I would have hated it. I'm not a USC guy either. So.
He said that right off the rip too, and I was just like, okay. And it was funny because Joe, when you were on, and you were kind of like throwing the nugget out there, there was one person in the chat that did say the name, and I'm just like, it's like I'm not fucking answering this shit right now.
Look, I think Kubiak's gonna be great for us, man. If that's the guy. I think this is going to be a very innovative offense. I know you're going to be excited to watch Fernando Mendoza. I mean, that's the selling point right there. Is you got the number one pick
right there.
You get your guy.
And here's my take to all of the bullshit that's floating around. Is you got to wash your hands constantly, wading through it. You know what I mean? But they're trying to spin the narrative because they know. Here's where the hate gets real. They know. We've got our guy sitting right here like this ball of water, waiting for his name to be called, and a damn thing they can do to change that.
Yeah.
So all these offers about trading back, blah, 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 Max and his cousins, fuck all that.
And that's why I always laugh, too, about the whole, like, everybody. And Joe, I know you've seen the tweets.
But you guys know it gets the fan base in a feeding frenzy. and we love going after each other.
Yes. Everybody was hitting me up. Is it real smoke to the Vance Joseph thing? And I'm like, do you guys think that they would go get a quarterback at one and then bring in Vance Joseph,
Bring
a
in Van
defensive guy? That doesn't make any sense. Like, they were always
Right.
going to go offensive side of the ball. The only guy that I was actually somewhat intrigued at the beginning of the process was Shula, because I thought maybe he might bring one of his guys with him from the McVay
Yes.
tree, and then he could take the defensive side of things over and allow his guy to just be the play caller and so on and so forth.
Hold on,
Yeah,
hold
you know
on,
what I mean?
hold on. I don't mean to cut you guys off, but we just got a bomb from Rock Blockhart.
Yes, sir.
So, and you know we don't do this normally on this show, on this channel. But it's my birthday, so who gives a fuck?
Oh, you gonna take a shot?
I'm gonna take a shot, you know, for Raider Nation. Salute.
Go ahead.
Rock
Go
Block,
ahead.
appreciate you, bro.
You know what's crazy, man? I want to say salute to the chat, man. Hammer deserves all that, because this guy has literally been working 2 full-time jobs, going to school full-time, and still trying to find time to do this because he loves to do it. Not because of monetary gain or anything like that. The man just loves to talk Raider football. So I'm telling y'all now, man, appreciate you guys for the supers in the chat, because once again, my dog, like, he comes over here with no sleep. Like, we've called games where he was passing out on the screen because he didn't have sleep the night before. So again, like, Hammer deserves his flowers. And again, he's one of the more underrated big creators in this, because of, you know, not only the passion, but because he's rarely here now because he works so much, but he's still trying to find time to make this work. So,
I
little bro,
always tell you guys, like, the growth of the channel doesn't happen without each and every single one of y'all. And a lot of you guys have been loyal since day one. Like, I've been doing this now for 4 seasons, and this year has been the most difficult one. And Graf just attested to that.
Yeah.
Full-time student, 2 jobs. Like, I tried my best. I'm glad that I'm still able to be on for game days for each and every single one of y'all. It's one thing I would absolutely hate to miss. But things are looking very much up, and this coming season is going to be year 5. I'm gonna definitely be on a hell of a lot more than just game day. Promise you that.
Oh man, and with all the excitement, bro. I mean, come on, man. Potentially Mendoza in the building.
Hell yeah.
It's gonna be a whole nother element to this thing. I mean, Joe, you still working? You still doing some stuff on YouTube, or you just pulling up on Hammer?
Now, you know what? I'm at that point now where I took, after I left franchise, I took a little break. Got in some other things. I'm still doing that, but it's time for me to get back. So I'm in the final stages of developing the show and everything to get back into it. And yeah, so I'm back. I'm gonna jump. Whoever wants me on, if I'm cool with them, I'm gonna jump on if I have time. You know what I mean? That's what it comes down to. You know what I'm saying?
Don't
still waiting for the invite
bro.
to jump on your show. I mean, Hammer just called me. Come on, I'm still
bro,
waiting for the invite on Graf
you ain't
show.
gotta ask. You ain't gotta ask, bro. And look, also when you get it rolling, and same thing with you guys never hesitate, man, to add, bro. Just, hey, yo, this is the channel. We'll promote it and let everybody know too what you guys got going on. That's what we do over here at Shillmore. We always want to make sure that all of our people that do great work, quality work, are being pushed as much as possible, and people need to know where to follow y'all at, man. So
Quality.
definitely.
But I'm enjoying sitting back watching you guys blossom, man. You know, I've been in Hammer's ear since day one, and even you, Graf, when you kicked it off, and I'm like, keep your channels positive to uplift Raider Nation, because and all this shit about platforms competing, dude, it's so sickening. Are we in high school passing notes around and shit? But anyway, I just enjoy watching you guys build your audience, planting those seeds, because you know that's my plant them seeds.
Always.
For this next generation behind us, so they can be smart, know about the game, not just go off any fucking clickbait that they see and go into a tangent. You got to learn to fucking relax, let your brain work.
Yeah, no facts. And I took all those words when I first started. Unc was on the show. You know, he used to pull up and come kick it with us before when we first started. Yeah. We weren't. I don't even think we were monetized at the time. You know what I mean?
So, just talking shop.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So man, hey, look, for me to be able to do it, I know you guys do what you guys love for me to be able to do this for a living, bro. I will never complain. I'm not competing with anyone but myself. That's it.
Yeah.
Every single day,
And
I'm
in the
waking up.
mirror.
Yep, trying to compete with how can I make this thing better? How can I take it to the next level? How can the guests get better? And so on and so forth. That's why I tell everybody, invest in yourself, man. Shrine bowls, senior bowls, the combines. Go get your credentials. Go, surprise. And you, Joe, you know this, which is kind of sad. They kind of hand them shits out to anybody these days.
You know what? Yeah, and that's one of the things that I remember when I broke them moving to Vegas back in 2015, 2016, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I remember somebody from the organization pulled me aside. And I know I'm not the only one. There was another person that they did for sure. And they kind of asked, like, who were the guys in town that are actual reporters? Because at one point they were handing them out like candy to everybody. And sometimes you kind of get grandfathered in when you get a credential, especially like I have a season credential. So like I pop up to whatever game. If I'm going out, if they're out of town, I just say I'm going to this game and I'm on the list and I just bring my credential and I'm in. It's whatever. But there are some people that honestly, it's sad because it bothers me because of this. I'm very open about where I'm at and how I do things and how I cover things. This is just what it is. I try to be logical and transparent and honest. If I can tell you, I'm going to tell you. But I'm not going to make some shit up and act like, I'm not going to be a culture vulture for Raider Nation as well. And to see people that sit in that room on a daily basis that do that is the most annoying thing, because even the way they've talked to some people that work in their mind for them or underneath them, it's disheartening and it's just wrong. So some people I wish they would kick out, to be honest with you. But if you can really legitimize yourself and get a credential and go out there and put out good content and do things the right way, I think it's accepted. You know what I'm saying? It's just like anything. When you're new to it and you're new to like if you ever get a chance to be in the media room and you're in the room or you're in the press box, go in there humble and just watch and learn the first few times, because it's not what people think. Nobody's up there cheering, high-fiving. Dudes are really quiet. They're watching the game. They may talk amongst yourselves, and the only time there is any of that is when you have your little time you eat at halftime or before the game. After the game, it's a hustle. Everybody's running around to get video or audio in the locker room. They're trying to go up. They have a deadline to meet. It's, and then there's some people just go up there for the food and they leave. I've literally watched the dude literally come up and eat and then go sit in the stands and come up at halftime, eat again, and go back into the stands. And it's like, yo, what are you doing? Like, but it is what it is,
That's why I love the whole new media thing, because it allows guys like us that are actual fans that love this team to be able to cover them, root for them. I mean, bro, I went to the Shrine Bowl. Every year I go decked out, rated out, just top to bottom. And they're looking at me like, how many times people ask me do you work for the Raiders? Do you work for the Raiders? Do you work for the Raiders? Like, because you don't even know the Raider scouts. You have to know them to know them. You know what I mean? Because they're not out there raided out and stuff like that. So it's a little different, but I just love that the fans have voices now in this. Now, mind you, there's some bad that comes with that as well. Because a lot of it that comes with it, but also I'm talking to the people that are actually educated on this sport, educated on this team, and that do it. They go about it the right way. There's politics in this, Joe. You can attest to that for sure. I learned really early and violated.
What I like about it, Graf, is that I've been told by media that the fans don't really know what we're talking about. And that's the biggest insult to me. Yeah. Other than spitting on me, that's the biggest insult, that I don't know what I'm talking about. I may not be in the locker room, but I can read body language pretty damn good. Yeah. And I've watched this team 55 years. There's a standard that comes with it. And all this shit they're trying to shovel at us, subpar, we ain't eating it. We ain't eating it.
Yeah. And I think it's more real quick.
Go ahead.
Like, no, my bad, Joe. I got a delay, so I'm like always talking over y'all. Ecamm Hammer. I don't know what's going on with my laptop, bro. I always have what'd you say? I think I got to upgrade or something. I don't know what it is. But
just need the Ethernet.
Okay, that's what it is. But I think that with what, like, I love how we talk about the sport, because you're looking now on ESPN. It's not the ESPN that we grew up loving. Like,
Nah.
these guys, like they've just mastered the hot take. They've mastered the, let's just say, the most outlandish shit in the world and throw it out there, because people would rather watch shit to disagree now. Like honestly, like that's today's fans. They would rather watch shit to disagree with it. Like, oh, what is this dude talking about? And it draws ratings. Like, that's why we try to find a way over here to be entertaining, informational, but also, like, representing the shield at a high clip.
Yeah.
Like a lot of these people, man, it's nasty. It's nasty. And then you meet them in person, and you meet them at the combine, you meet them at the alumni parties, you meet them anywhere, like these so-called major media guys, and they're nowhere near the personality that they are on TV. They're just regular ass people. They put on this character.
They're not even that on, but they're not even that on TV though, Graf. They're like that when they write. And I think, one of the things that, in Violator, Unc is right with the whole thing though. The problem is, like, you got these older dudes, or these guys that are media guys, and that's my profession. So I can say people in my profession that are old, crotchety, disheveled. They're guys that couldn't play, and they figure I'm gonna write about it, and I'm gonna be just snarky and just say what the fuck I want to say.
Yeah,
and there's no recourse or repercussions. But yet, when you get in front of them, you bitch up, and all of a sudden it's, well, excuse me, but yet they want to write something and try to be talk slick online about somebody. And then when they caught on it, they don't like it. And then when they meet a fan, it gets even worse, because in their mind, fans got nothing to lose.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
I mean, that's why I've always subscribed to the notion where, for me, I played, so I understand what it's like after a game if you lose and if you win. I've coached. I understand what it's like when you lose and when you win. Sometimes you don't want to answer questions. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask a question that's going to be inviting, because I want you to look. I understand. I'm gonna get the answer I want from you regarding, but I'm gonna ask it in a way that's non-threatening. That's just cool. So, and that's just honest. At the end of the day, that's all people want, is some honesty, or as honest as you can be in that situation, because there are some things that the public shouldn't consume. And I think, and that goes to the social media in general. I think it gives people the false sense of importance with their opinions and accessibility that they may not should have. Because not everybody deserves to be in a locker room after a game or at a practice talking and having access to players and coaches and ownership and president, whomever. Like, sometimes it's not meant for the average person. But if you got someone that does it for the people, then it becomes, okay, I'll be the voice, and I'm gonna make sure we get the access we need and answer the questions that you want to have.
Yeah, because the
word is etiquette.
Yeah.
Yes.
And these players will tell you up. The players will tell you up. They've told me numerous, like, man, some of these dudes, man, are terrible. Like we'll do an interview, we'll have some fun, we'll laugh, and they'll leave. And this is before I even get a chance to even build a real relationship. It'll be the first show, and they're like, this was such a breath of fresh air. It was just cool. It didn't feel like, they were like, man, some of these guys that interview us, man, it's crazy. I'd be ready to cock back and fire on one of these dudes, because,
like, in all reality, look at some of the players that we have both had in our shows. Like, the one thing that we always get is more from their families. They're like, yo, we love watching you guys. You always have so much positive things to say about them.
Because their kids are taken care of with us, Hammer. We're not going to do
JPJ, Dylan Lowby. Salute to Juicebox. He was going to be on, but he's on vacation right now. We're going to line something up in the next couple of weeks, and I really hope he enjoys. He's going all the way out. All the way.
He hit like on my Clint Kubiak post immediately on Instagram. So he's pretty much telling me without telling me that he would love to play in that system.
So we'll definitely have him on soon too. But it's like the relationships we've built, because one, we don't come at any of the players that we have met. We don't come at them as fanboys. We can have a legit conversation. We could talk life. We could talk football and build those relationships. We could ask questions without them feeling uncomfortable or like trying to give a PR related response. Like, these other guys, look, we're fans, right? But we know the game better than than most people. We can have those conversations while media.
But also the Raiders are good with it too, though. That's why they always tell me that we're good with you guys doing interviews with our players, because you're not going to put them. First of all, we're fans first, so we don't want them to get in trouble. We don't want any bad stuff to get put out there in the universe that can affect this football team in a bad way. You know what I mean? So
We
The
got
only
the number
position
one
I'm hard
poll
on
up.
is a quarterback position. I am hard on a quarterback. I'm old school. Look at this green screen, big headed ass. You froze up, bro. You good?
Yeah, I heard you say something slick about me. You bean head ass. Yeah, man. First of all, happy birthday.
Thank you, sir.
What's going on, man? How are you? Great to see you. You know what I'm saying? I want to say happy birthday to my brother Hammer, man. I definitely do, Hammer. You know, you are our older looking younger brother. And
I love your green screen, by the way. Your green screen is
Hammer got your
fire,
back,
bro.
man. Blowing smoke over your shoulder.
hey, man, listen, it's all good, man. So let me cover this up. Hold on. Let me just hold on.
Hey, we know your lungs can't take smoke, right? Hammer, Philadelphia, Scarland.
Hold on.
Yeah, let's clean that up. There you go.
Oh my god!
No, it's all good, man. What's going on, y'all? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to come and disrupt the
Look at
graphic.
the vibe right here. See, you can't if you have to purchase that, you ain't got enough money to buy this shit.
I know, man.
Hey,
I want to hear about you being hard on quarterbacks.
Oh yeah.
You nasty son of a bitch.
I'm so done.
Before we get there, Joe, Mr. Wasted Talent, Joe, man. So I know you guys haven't formally met yet, brother.
What's up, my man?
How are you?
Now, what I meant was, right, not hard on quarterbacks. I meant we're old school, right? Wasted, like we always look at the quarterback as that's the most important position on the football field. People think I hated Derek Carr. I never hated Derek Carr. I just look at quarterbacks differently than I look at any other position on the football field. Geno Smith, that's a little different. He was terrible. But again, I feel like I'm going to be a little bit more open about how I feel about quarterbacks because you play you play the most important position on the football field. Now, some of you guys may disagree with me, but I'm just saying, like growing up back in the day, is if you're the quarterback, if you want to be quarterback, you have to wear everything that comes along with that.
Yes. And they want no skirts. They come with it. No skirts.
That's a
None.
fact. That's a fact. Leadership is a great thing, right? Like when you're a leader, you get the glory, but along with that glory, on the other side of that coin is a lot of the blame, right?
Yeah.
And you got to be built for it, right?
Yeah.
Greatness is not something that is easy. It's not easy to wear greatness. It's not easy to deal with being great, and that's what we're asking for.
A white Hennessy.
We are an organization that is like we are looking for the greatness of the Raiders to return. And in today's league, you cannot have a metric to where you don't have a quarterback that's playing near a great level to come back. Long gone are the days of Al Davis getting a ragtag bunch of renegades and just getting them under center and winning. It's not how you win in the National Football League. You can't, intimidate your way to a championship anymore. You can't slam people on their face anymore. You can't have stick them everywhere. You can't. And listen, respect to all of them already. That's why we love this team, right? But that's a failed measure. You have to kind of play the game within a certain framework now. Because if you don't, guess what? People get fined. People get fired. We live in a very, very, it's like paralysis by analysis, right? You see every little thing. We live in a world where somebody can catch a football and then the ball moves from an instant replay that's 100 second and they'll overturn a fucking touchdown and blow a playoff game. This is the world we live in, right? So if we live in that world, you have to have somebody that is the great equalizer to that, and that is a quarterback.
Yeah, especially when you have analytic people in the building now. That's all they do. They're going through what works, what doesn't work. Man, I went to the first day of Shrine. It was the most boringest shit, but most football nerdy kind of thing, right? Where it's like the football nerd side of you, you're like, oh, I enjoy this. But then you're sitting there and it's like, what? Like Jordan Palmer was doing the Josh Allen analytics from his rookie season on up to where it is now. And we're sitting there and I'm just like, all right, bro, like I need another coffee. But when you really get into it, it's intriguing. But again, I say that to say like they spend a lot of time and extra resources on these on the quarterback position. So I expect more out of them, especially in today's NFL. Like it is what it is. It's hard to find a serviceable quarterback, let alone a great one. And hopefully we find that guy in Fernando Mendoza. And I love that he has that dog in him, that we always talk about, right? That like he seems like a guy that if it goes wrong, he's gonna say, put that shit on me. Put it on me. You know what I mean? I can wear that.
When they popped him in the chin and the officials just looked at him like, you better keep playing, there was a look in his eye right then. It's like, okay, this what we doing? Yeah. And he just switched and went right with it. That killer came out. The killer came out.
Is it just me, or does when you for me, when I hear Mendoza talk, and I mean this in the most respectful way, he says a lot of Tom Bradyisms. There's like there's a lot of this the nerd. He's a nerd. Like and for me, I wasn't sure about him at first because quarterbacks are more like the cool guy in the room, you know, and he's more like like and it's like, bro, you want that to be your quarterback? You know what I'm saying? Like was that what you? But then when you hear him speak, you're like, okay, I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude's a football junkie. Like I can fuck with that as a football fan. And this is double back what you said about Carr. Look, for me, Derek Carr stopped the hemorrhaging at quarterback for the Raiders that was a decade plus long since Rich Gannon. I'll respect Derek for that. And then when he broke his ankle and his leg, that's when his career changed because he wasn't the same player after that mentally. So, you know, I understand he's hurt and there's hurt feelings on his end. And that's cool because, I mean, he genuinely loved playing with the team. But it was time to move on at that point just because you went as far as you could go for the team. So you move on. How it got handled, that's a completely different situation for a completely different talk offline over some drinks, you know, but I mean with Mendoza, there's a lot to like about. I mean, look, he made in the Oregon game, nobody in college throws a better back shoulder ball than him. Like that, the way it comes out, it's on time. He fits exactly what they want to do because he can throw the ball deep too, but he fits what they want to do, and he's just athletic enough to get out and run a little bit, and you have to watch his feet, but he's looking to pass downfield, and that's the other thing I like about him. He's not getting out to run and tucking the ball and going. He's looking to, do I need, okay, now I can tuck it and go.
Outside of that touchdown in the national championship, which he said, I'm taking this shit. Like, he's like, I'm taking it. Yeah, but you're right, Joe. Like he's not looking to run the football first, which is great. That means that we may get another 5 or 10 years out of him because of it, right? But he also has to learn how to slide a little bit too. I'm doing a little bit more homework. We were talking about that wasted, right? We're like, this man, like if he's gonna get himself killed in the NFL playing like that.
He's gonna be fine though. Like, look, the thing about it is that his style of play, being a person who's a learned football player who studies his playbook, who understands ball placement. See, I think that, you know, a lot of people get blown away by metrics like speed, you know, arm strength, things of that nature, right? But we've had guys that have been in this building who could throw the ball through, you know, a bank vault, and they can't complete a 15-yard button hook. You know, it's getting to the point where people are losing the art of what they do with advanced analytics, right? Like, you know, listen, we'll get this quarterback that can run faster than everyone else, and we're going to have design run plays, and he's going to have a primary read, a secondary read, a check down, and then he takes off and runs, and we can get to the playoffs like that, right? But when you talk about the money being on the table, and you got to have it, you got to put the ball in a certain place, he has that ability. I see that already. Like that, listen, you talk about Eli Manning. People used to say Eli Manning was, you know, this and that, and he wasn't his brother. But let me tell you something, when the money was on the table and he had to put the ball somewhere, he could. He had that ability. And there's a lot of guys in the National Football League that people bloviate over and give MVPs to, who I don't see them having that ability. To me, Fernando Mendoza, just from that metric, from him being 6'5", him being able to move, from him being a guy that's a hard worker, from him being a guy who can get his entire team to follow him. You see those guys, they love that kid.
Hey, that run didn't sell me, Wasted. You know what sold me was that Charlie Becker pass. That was the one, that back shoulder that you was talking about, Joe. Like that right there was that's what sold me. I'm like, that's my quarterback. That's
in the Oregon game.
Listen, because the money was on the table several times. The money was on the table,
but that was what pretty much clinched that game. That's what clinched that game. Was that he knew the thing. A lot of people say about him is, oh, he puts the ball in weird places. he trusts he trusts his receivers. Like that
He
Omar
throws
Cooper.
them open.
Oh, Omar Cooper went up and got that against Penn State to win that game. Guess what? He knew his wide receiver can do that. He put that
And you know
football
who else
where
used
only
to do
one
that?
guy could get it, and that was Omar Cooper.
You know who else used to
quarterbacks
do that? Tom Brady used to do that. Tom Brady, a lot of times, he would throw the ball low so he wouldn't get the guy killed. And that was one of my biggest knocks on Derek. Derek will get the Sonic rings knocked out of you. He used to place the ball sometimes. This is not a beat on Derek Carr thing. But listen, one of the big reasons why when I got into this medium, a lot of people didn't like me because, listen, as soon as I started podcasting, I said, listen, it is time to move on from Derek Carr. Because, listen, for me, I don't get attached to players, bro. I don't get attached to players, especially players who were born after I became a fan. All these fucking guys, from Max to all these guys. I was a Raider fan in the early 1980s. Guys weren't even thought about. So I'm not
born.
attached. Like, listen.
Hey, you might be the oldest dude on the screen, bro. Real shit.
What happened?
You might be the oldest dude on the screen, bro. Like real shit.
Nah, listen. I'm gonna tell you.
I can't let him take that one.
I don't know if he's older than me.
Come on, bro. I mean, come on.
Hey, Violator, Wasted got an AFL tattoo on his back.
Look, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. The oldest person on the screen is Graf's beard. His beard was here 30 years before he was born. It was just walking around.
I thought you were gonna say the back. The back would have worked too. That would have worked in this situation.
Listen. Your beard has been walking around South Sacramento since Jim Crow.
Hey man, out there in South Sac, you go gray at 18, brother. Shit get real. Nah, but back to Mendoza though. Like you seen him do that with Elijah Surratt, Omar Cooper, Charlie Becker. Like he knows his receivers. That's what you want out of your quarterback. He knows exactly what he can get out of them. And I can only imagine what he's going to do with the guys that he has in the building now and the guys that we're going to bring in through the draft and through free agency. Like Mendoza is going to be that guy. All they got to make sure they do is protect him. Just protect him. You know what I mean? We can't go through a Brendan Carroll situation like last year where, he rattled it in year one. And mind you, I think he's special enough that if he does get a little rattled, I think he'll bounce back from it. But again, we need to have him protected. Car insurance year one. Like, go get a Braden Smith at right tackle in free agency. Go get Tyler Linderbaum if Baltimore fumbles on that. Bring him in as your starting center, 3-time Pro Bowler. Keep JPJ at guard at that point. Build those trenches up and make sure that you can protect Fernando Mendoza because you want him to show out. He already has the face and the personality that the NFL want. They want the next face. And
He's him. Yeah,
he's safe. He's safe for marketing reasons. He's not going to say something stupid. We can promote him to goofs, and we can promote him to cool people. He's safe, and that's and Graf, I'm with you. The throw in Oregon, the back shoulder, and then the throw in the end zone. I think in the second quarter. At that point, I'm like, oh yeah, he's the real deal. Those were two big time throws, and like you said, he throws guys open. He doesn't wait for them to get open. He knows how to get them open with the ball placement. Last year, a lot of people were pissed the way the draft went, in terms of they didn't lose enough games to get, in the top. Even the year before, we shouldn't have won that game, whatever the last game was, Chiefs or whatever it was. And now we don't get Jalen or we don't get Caleb or whomever. It all works out for within itself. Now, for me, as soon as Mendoza's picked, for me, I'm turning right to the offensive line and the secondary. Like that, you got to build with the defensive line is why you can get some out there in free agency. But if you don't keep him upright and even get a young guy, because I'm going to just keep it a buck, like JPJ's concussions, and then there is some talk behind the scenes if he's a real tough guy or if he's just a teddy bear that acts like a tough guy. And that's talk behind the doors too. There's a lot of that going on. And when the ex-offensive coordinator tells him essentially, you're never going to play for me, you're not smart enough. That's why he didn't play for Chip Kelly. Chip told him, you're not smart enough to play in my offense. That's the reason he got moved off the center. And I'll say it publicly now. But I'm not shocked by that.
That was always something that everybody heard that, right? But let's put some facts into the air, right? With Chip Kelly, with Brendan Carroll. These are two guys that have been woefully woefully bad at their job in the National Football League. Now, Chip Kelly is a guy who has done well, right? He did well at Ohio State. Yo, and of course he did well at Oregon, right? But let's talk some brass tacks facts, right? At Oregon, you have a system that is run by Nike. He wasted more money to do nothing at Oregon. He didn't even win a national title there. How do you not win a national title there, bro?
We got another guest pulling up.
Ask every Oregon coach that, though. They're the only school that proudly wears a number of national titles on their helmet, but get all the hype.
Oh, nope.
Yeah. It's nonsense, right? And then you have a situation where, you know, Brennan Carroll is the ultimate Nepo baby. This is a guy who's never earned anything, bro. And look, we know the National Football League. I know a lot of people's like, oh, you know, that's what the National Football League is built off of. That's what life is.
Yeah.
A lot of people try to act like they're not living in a home that somebody gave them. They're not going to a job every day that their daddy or their uncle gave them. Like, we understand how this world works, right? Everybody doesn't like nepotism until it affects them, right? Until they get something from it. They fine, right?
It's all about who you know in every aspect of life.
Yeah, so that's not really why I have a problem with Brennan Carroll. It's the fact that, yo,
he's just terrible at his job.
It's the fact that you're terrible at it. But the one thing that I think is with JPJ, I know that a kid who won the Remington Award can play center at some level. I know that. I know that what I saw the previous year was not a mirage. I saw the offensive line turn right around as soon as they put him at that position, right? We I mean, could we agree on that? I don't think that he's a question mark. I think that the National Football League is built on the bones of bad coaches. Like, you got a ton of quarterbacks, man, whose careers are ruined by bad coaches. Look at Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold, you know, listen, I live in the New York, New Jersey area. I've seen fucking people 100 times out of 100 talk about Sam Darnold and say how bad that this guy was. We got to get him out of here. Look at all of the look at this. Look at how many guys, Baker Mayfield, all of these guys that go into the situations that are advantageous to their skill set, and now miraculously they're playing well. Like, something needs to be said about some bad coaching, but there's a lot of fucking bad coaching.
Hold on. Isn't Sam Darnold the one quarterback out of that 2018 draft class to make it to the Super Bowl and the rest of them haven't?
Yep.
And he made it twice because he made it with the 49ers.
And you know what's crazy, man? And what did we say again? We were running that show when I was at Stu's house in Indianapolis, and he was on the phone with Greg Olsen, right? Our quarterbacks coach at the time. And we said, who do you want? This is at the time where Brady was trying to bring in Matthew Stafford through trade. And he said, I want Sam Darnold. I want Sam Darnold. Now, mind you, but he wouldn't have been that. He wouldn't have been that in Vegas, you know, with what we had going on. But again,
you know what's funny? You know what's funny? I truly believe if you put the right coach with Sam Darnold, he would be all right here. Like, it's all about putting people in the right places and spaces to succeed. You know, like, listen, I remember when Baker Mayfield was available and he went to the Rams and beat us. What was I saying, Hammer? Bring Baker in. Yep. Sam Darnold. What was I saying? Bring him in. I even say this about Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson isn't a bad quarterback. He's been in a bad situation, bro. There's so many guys in this league that go and get into bad situations, and then everybody miraculously acts like, oh my God, look how great he's playing.
Bro, but you're wrong, though, because there's nothing that says that Zach Wilson's a good player. Sam Darnold went to Minnesota with Kevin O'Connell, fixed Seattle under Clint Kubiak. Great. There's not one situation.
Yes, the same shit you did with Sam Darnold when he was available, when he was with Carolina. Oh, Carolina terrible. Oh, Baker's terrible. It's about being in the right situation. It's the same thing with Zach Wilson. Zach Wilson just hasn't been in the right situation to allow himself to shine. I'm not saying he's going to be great, but I know he's not that fucking bad.
Hey, tomatoes in the chat. Tomatoes in the chat. Tomatoes in the chat. Wasted talking some straight.
Hold on.
Listen, they can throw as many tomatoes as they want, but it's very rare that I'm wrong about shit like this. Look, I remember you guys throwing tomatoes about Baker. Let it go. Yo, you guys throwing tomatoes about Sam Darnold? We can go back.
Okay, wasted. Hold on.
You bunch of bums.
Jesus. Hold on.
Here's the thing. Sam Darnold, the Raiders did make an offer to him last year. The Raiders did make an offer, and he turned them down. He wasn't interested. That I don't know if that's public, but that is factual.
There was a report that said
100%
that he chose Seattle. There was a report.
Yeah,
that
he did.
Right.
Right. The second thing was when it comes to Zach Wilson, initially going to the Jets, that's like going to Cleveland. It's a bad situation. But you had a year and change to learn underneath to have Aaron Rodgers as a mentor to you. Then you go down to Miami where you have Mike McDaniel, who was in the mix to be the head coach here and has done wonders with quarterbacks. And you couldn't get the job done there. At some point, you are what you are. And Zach Wilson, at any point, did you see it when he was in college? Because I seen a dude that he made a wow throw during a pro day and everybody jumped on his dick. Yeah, I watched him play in person. And I was like, I don't see that.
I didn't see that at BYU. I didn't see that. Now, see, this is the way I see it right now. We say that he was Aaron Rodgers. Who has Aaron Rodgers ever mentored? He damn sure didn't.
Jordan Love.
He didn't. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did.
They didn't even
I'm a Bengals fan.
Jordan Love even said he did.
Aaron Rodgers is the most sorely jerk off in the National Football League. Like Aaron Rodgers is a fucking jerk off. Like, am I fucking wrong? The guy's a
bro, listen. Jordan Love has said numerous times that he actually developed.
I got players on Green Bay that I'm not only friends with, my company represents, and they played with him. Is like he is the best teammate they've ever had. That he's the most like how he is. He's brutally honest to the media and to in general, but as a teammate, they said they've never been a bad teammate. I've never had a teammate say he was a bad dude.
You think that Aaron Rodgers coming to New York after he's trying to prove something, he comes to New York, he's trying to establish that situation, he takes his kid job, he's there to mentor him? Like
I didn't say he was there to mentor, but he was mentoring him.
What happened?
He was mentoring him. The kid even said it. Like he's showing him he's showing him things in practice. He's telling him this is what you're looking for. Here's what we're in the quarterback room. This is what you're looking for. That's the mentorship.
Wait, so do you think if he had Sam Darnold's route, if he got a chance to learn under Kevin O'Connell for a year in Minnesota and then went to Seattle under Clint Kubiak, you think that he can be what Sam Darnold is right now?
Well, I don't know if that's the situation that is for his skill set. Like everybody's path is different, right? But what I think happens to you when you go to New York is, especially playing for the New York Jets, right? They don't give you a chance to succeed in New York, bro.
Nope.
Like that's the reason that is the reason why you look at it in the history of this league, right? The New York Jets draft Joe Namath, and then until probably about Kenny O'Brien or Richard Todd, they had a cup of coffee and with success. But the way the New York media chews up and spits out people in every single sport, bro, man. And I just don't think when you go to the New York Jets, you have a chance. And then when you get caught up in a situation where you go to Miami and then they got Tua there and then you got McDaniels and you got a couple of different quarterbacks, I just don't think that's the right situation.
Hey, Dante Moore, he proves that right now. Wasted. That man said,
I personally think if that kid goes to the right situation, I think he has a lot of ability. I think he's a smart kid. I think he has a nice arm. He has good feet. I don't think he'll ever be a superstar, but he's not as bad as people are saying, bro. And I just believe that that's the problem with the National Football League. Everybody wants to condemn these young kids, but what about them going into a sick environment and not having the right people around them to nurture their abilities, bro? I think being successful in the National Football League has a lot to do with, first of all, who drafts you and everybody being on the same sheet of music when you come into the organization. There are a lot of organizations where you have the coach not wanting the guy, you had a GM wanting the guy, you know, the coach gets fired, they bring in another coach, then you're not his guy. There's too much of that shit. Especially when you start talking about in New York. Coaches get fired, people get brought in, and then now it's like this land of misfit toys, and we're wondering why it doesn't work out.
There's only one guy that can fix him, Wasted. His name is John High Stakes Gruden, baby.
Yo, listen, you know what's funny? You know, I got a lot of, and I know I heard about Gru going to
turning down the Jets.
Yeah, to turn it down but see, this is the thing. This is the funny thing about that, right? Like John Gruden being asked to be the offensive coordinator. You know, fucking Aaron Glenn didn't ask for that. That's the owner that did that. You know what I'm saying? Why would Aaron Glenn want a guy that clearly could take his job on his staff? He never asked for that.
Oh no, he would. That'd be over quick.
Fucking Woody Johnson, overstepping like he always does, right? Because I'm telling you now, next year, John Gruden is probably gonna be the coach of the Jets. He probably is. If that, because that's the one.
That would be hilarious. That'd be hilarious.
I really believe that, right? So this. It's funny you say that. I believe John Gruden with that kid. John Gruden can actually turn that kid around. I really believe that. I think that kid has just as much talent as Derek does.
Well, next year they'll get a quarterback in that deep class.
They will, but I'm just saying, if a quarterback guy like Gruden, he fits Gruden's offense, his skill set, the way he moves, he throws on a run. I think that kid is not as bad as people are making him. I'm sorry. I'm not saying he's some world beater. I just think he's been in a real shitty situation.
Hey, Joe, I need somebody to support me the way Wasted supports Zach Wilson.
Let's take a quick pause. Let's take a quick pause for like 15 seconds because dude's been in here for a minute and I haven't even had the chance to introduce him to everybody. But bottom right corner, y'all, Mr. Hug D. What's good, bro?
The GOAT.
What's going on? How's it going, Wasted? Let's hear how you really feel.
F up out of here, D. You buckethead bastard. The F are you doing on screen? You should be in the chest and I can block you.
Yeah, block me. Let's do it.
You want to make
Hug started going to the gym and then went and got a set of veneers, huh?
Yeah, I know.
Doing what I do.
Hey, man,
I mean, what the F is going on with those fucking choppers, man?
Hey, you want to see something Wasted? I got something for you.
Pause. Hey, yo.
Oh, man. Listen, that's light work, man. He got some red bottoms. Like, man, you got some shoes like a stinking hoe.
Oh, man.
Yo. He got on them air. I want to make love in the clubs.
Yeah, man, motherfucker, get some body glitter ones and shit, man. Start calling you Bubbles.
Listen, that's Hammer's name, man. If you watch Hammer look up at a screen above his computer screen, dude, look dead on like Bubbles.
Fucked up. We already have a nickname for me. Ladies and gentlemen.
Happy birthday, by the way, Hammer. But we got to,
the Long Island Meat Train is coming to the station.
That might be the best nickname of all time. No, I mean, guys, I wanted to ask you guys a quick question, right? It's just me. Like when I start thinking about the draft, there are a lot of people that think that the Raiders should really double down on the offensive line, right?
Oh, man.
Yo, what the fuck, bro? What is that? Mugshot?
Hey, that man was asleep with his eyes open, bro.
It sound look like Bubbles from Trailer Park Boys.
Oh, you know what's funny about that, yo? That's the picture of Hammer was missing that they would put on the news too. They always play people fall out.
Yeah.
Like if you have any whereabouts,
Have you seen me?
About his whereabouts, call 1-800-Crime Stoppers or some shit like that. I don't know. Yo, but I want to ask you guys a question. Like, there are a lot of people saying that the Raiders should really draft offensive linemen. I think this draft, if I'm being honest, bro, they should probably, if they have 7 or 8 picks, 5 of them should be on the defense. I really believe that the Raiders should address the offensive line by bringing in a starter and really seeing what they have with Caleb Rogers and Charles Grant. I like what I saw of those guys, man. And they had such a limited count. Like Charles Grant was dominant. I don't think he lost a rep when he played, right? He only had like 58 snaps, right? And so it's really hard to judge what kind of a player he's going to be. But man, listen, I would love to see them try to bring in a right tackle and probably a guard in free agency and just really double down on bringing in young players on the defense and really like leaning in to some of those linebackers, man. I think this draft, man, if you look at the positionally, that's the strongest position in the draft is the linebacker class.
You got to get another tackle because the scary thing is if Colton goes down again, this is back-to-back years. Shoulder, ankle, like, okay. And Waste is really high on Caden Proctor, but that's a first-round guy. You have to trade back up to get him. I have him as a guard, at the next level. I think he's – I know
he's nasty, though. That's what I'm looking at. Nasty.
Yeah, but I think you need to get another tackle just in case because Charles Grant is a left tackle by trade. They drafted him, I think, to end up taking over for Colton before he got that extension. the plan I think was to have Charles Grant be he's a developmental guy, but have him be the future left tackle. We got to get somebody there on the right side. DJ Glaze needs to be at guard. He does not need to be a right tackle. They need to push him.
Put him inside. Push him inside.
He looked a lot better. I love the reps that I seen that he played at guard at Maryland. So I would preferably have him there. But Dunker, wasted. Dunker.
Yeah,
we talked about.
Yeah. Listen, man, Dunker, and I saw him yesterday at the Senior Bowl. He in the practice, he looked good, man. The thing is, I don't know how early he's going to be available for us, right? I think at the basement, he's a second round pick. At the basement, right? I think he might be like the third tackle off the board.
A year prior, he was a first rounder, and now I'm seeing him go in some third rounds. So, if they believe in him, get him in a second. Go get you Mendoza, get your tackle or your guard, and then bro, run defense. Get you
go defense after that. Yeah.
But my guy is, if we're gonna go like third rounder with my tackle, is probably Markel Bell out of Miami, 6'9".
Like
yeah.
Something like that.
He slipped on that rep too. He slipped on that rep. Okay.
Yeah, he got blown up, but that shit happens,
slipped,
right?
Though. Like he slipped low key. Like
he slipped. Anybody, like, I hate when they that's the thing about like social media and shit now, right? Like, anybody that's played the game, everybody gets got. Everybody. Like, if you play long enough, you're gonna get got. Right. Yeah. And then that's the thing that's gonna define this kid. I hate that shit, bro. I hate it, man.
I mean, it's one rep. Like, put on the 2 or 3 years worth of tape and see how he gets beat. Well, at his size and how nimble he is, like, he can move for a guy that size. Plus, he's powerful and he's nasty. I mean, you don't find that too often with offensive linemen. So that's the kind of guy you invest in.
Bro. Those arms, that's not going to be an issue. I know with a lot of the tackles that came out last year, that was kind of people on the fence with Will Campbell and Armin guys. They were talking about their arm length and things of that nature. That's not an issue for Markel Bell, man. Like, that guy, if he's there in the second round, you got to take.
This is the latest one. Tell me what you think about this. I missed out on the corner though. I don't know what was going on. I think the NyQuil kicked in at the moment. But look, just think about bringing Stokes back and going to get a veteran corner in free agency, I guess. So Mendoza at 1. I want your take on this. I don't know if you guys have done your homework yet on Emmanuel Warren, the Toledo safety. This kid is
he's a beast. He's my fourth safety on the board.
He can be like that Nick Warren, what he is for Seattle. Like that guy, like a Swiss Army knife. Dunker was available in the third round. Again, I don't know if he's gonna be available there, but I took him. Malachi Lawrence, the edge rusher out of UCF. He is a stud. At the Shrine Bowl week, people were talking about him like crazy. This kid's tape is bananas. We need another edge rusher opposite of Max Crosby. Mike Washington Jr. is my favorite running back. That's my guy to get in this draft. Like, I love Jadorian Price and Jeremiah Love. Those are the two best backs in this draft, but we're not going that early. You know what I mean? So, but Mike Washington Jr., 6'2", big body, run right through you, Arkansas product. That's the perfect guy to have with Genty, that Thunder and Lightning. Jacob Rodriguez was available here in the fourth round. Now, if he keeps continuing to look the way he is at the Senior Bowl, this kid may be a second-round pick out of Texas Tech.
Shit.
Fierce linebacker.
Yeah. The only knock on him is his size. That's it.
Yeah.
He's only 6'2".
He's like 6 foot, 6'1". Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's under
Rodriguez.
Yeah, but guess what I did after that, though? I took Eric Gentry, 6'6" linebacker out of USC. So back to back, you get a 6'6" linebacker and you get a 6 foot linebacker in Jacob Rodriguez. Back to back.
Look. Yo, where's the skateboard at, Hug?
It's on the watch. Probably gonna go get it right now. Hey, keep an eye on Landon Robinson too. The kid out of Navy.
I'm gonna tell you, I like the D tackle from Texas Tech.
Yeah,
he's been having. He's been blown up at the Senior Bowl.
Drafting him in my mind.
Yeah,
I like a linebacker too. I love that kid out of Ohio State, Sonny Styles. He's
a top 10, top 15 pick though.
Bro, like, a lot of people, they're kind of looking over him because of Arvell Reese. Anthony Hill Jr. is a kid that I think that really, I think he's probably going to be a guy that can make that kind of transition to being an edge. He has more. He kind of reminds. He's not as explosive as Micah Parsons, but he's one of those kind of linebackers that right now he's playing all over the place. But I think he's one of those guys when he comes to the National Football League, just with his bend and the way he gets to the quarterback, I think he can be an edge.
Are you talking about? You're talking about the interior defensive tackle from Texas Tech. You talking about Lee Hunter?
Yeah.
I took him in a mock draft the other day in the 3rd round. Like, I actually kind of went.
He's gonna be there.
I went like
he's a 2nd round guy.
Yeah, I went
He's gone early.
I went Texas heavy with one of the mocks I did. I took Mendoza, of course. I took wide receiver Chris Bell. Then I took Lee Hunter. I took Malik Muhammad, the corner out of Texas. I took Trey Moore, the linebacker out of Texas. I took Kalen Rutledge, the guard out of Georgia Tech.
He's having a great Senior Bowl too. Great Senior Bowl.
Logan Jones, the center out of Iowa. Brendan Thompson, the receiver out of Mississippi State. Kyle Lewis, the linebacker out of Pittsburgh, and then I took Eli Heidenreich, the fullback out of Navy.
That's straight Bo Schembechler shit right there. I love it. Taking a fullback, baby. We need a new fullback.
Yeah, we need one.
Man, we got JJ Pegues and Lockie Johnson.
What do you guys think about Josiah Trotter, man?
Can I have that as a birthday present?
He said, No.
I'll cheers you up a drink of whiskey.
Trot out of Missouri.
Huh?
I said,
I'll cheers you up a whiskey.
I'm gonna take a shot in a sec. Hold up.
Now I'm talking over him. Wasted. Sorry, Wasted. Go ahead.
No, my bad. I'm always talking. Go ahead, bro. But I was what do you guys think about Josiah Trotter?
Out of linebacker, 2 sacks this past season, 6'2", 237.
He's very, very explosive, man.
Yeah,
6'2".
I put him on the outside.
Yeah, but you have him like a wheel or something like that.
Yeah,
Look,
go get Harold Perkins for that. Go get Harold Perkins. LSU.
Look, this the thing, right? Like I think that's one of those guys that you take a flyer on in the 4th round, 5th round. Like I think he'll be there and he'll be available. You know, especially if you start addressing some of the positions, because look, the linebacker group is probably deepest in the draft, and I think that you have to prioritize other positions in his draft, like corners and safety, like because it's not as deep, right? You got to make sure that you're addressing those positions in a real way, and you can wait on some of these guys. A lot of these guys are going to be available, like Galladay and Gabe Lucas. A lot of these guys, Jacob Rodriguez, a smaller guy, Harold Perkins, like you said. These are guys that you can get. They'll still be there in the 4th round. They'll still be there.
Harold Perkins was talked about a lot at the Shrine. People were talking about him a ton because he would have been a 1st round pick last year if he didn't get that injury. You know what I mean? And he's a guy that can play on ball and off the ball like that. That's the kind of guy you want. We need athletes at the 2nd level now. I'm sick of this bringing in these 30-plus-year-old linebackers that have no athleticism left in their bodies. Like, go get some guys that can drop back into coverage and also get after the quarterback and play the run. Like Perkins, to me, though, I think he's going to be more of a pass rusher.
Hold on, before I take the shot, y'all already know it's for the Las Vegas Raiders.
Right on. Oh,
yo, Uncle Funny, right on.
Yeah, right on.
Yo, Eric Gentry, too, from USC, man.
Yeah, that's a kid I took in this mock. 6'6", man. He's gonna have to put a little bit more meat on his bones, but
he's a little thin.
Whoa,
yeah, he's a little thin.
Pause.
You gotta stop, yo.
Pause, Grandpa. Pause.
I didn't stay for Hammer's birthday party
Pause,
for you to come here.
Pause.
So what am I supposed to get like technical? Am I supposed to be like, he's too thin? He has to go hit the weight room and lift the weight
no
room.
Diddy, man. No Diddy.
From Men on Film, he got to put a little meat on his bones. What's wrong with you? Hated
it. I hate y'all, man.
Eric Gentry's.
He's nice, and he was a big name out here too. A lot of people were talking about him at the Shrine as well.
Yeah, he's a kid. I used to hear a lot of him. He's from Philly. He was, they talked about him a lot, when he was coming up. But
keep an eye on that kid though that I was just talking about, Landon Robinson, the defensive tackle for Navy, man. The Raiders met up with him. he actually met with every team at the Shrine Bowl. Every team asked to sit down and talk with this kid. This dude he's a little butterball, but he's a beast. Keep an eye on Landon Robinson out of Navy. That's a guy that I know the Raiders are going to be looking at.
To your point, now the people that they're talking to, and you can start to see if you start just trying to piece it together, the type of defense they're going to run off of that.
Yeah.
Is it a guy that's more of a one tech or zero? Is he a three? You know, whatever the case may be. So you can start kind of now you can start to quantify who the potential coordinator is going to be on that side of the ball.
No, definitely.
Yo, did you see
And
that?
again, we still
You're not putting a hat on, man. So stop asking.
What happened? Look at you.
Look what Joe. Look what Doug said.
Somebody in chat says, Joe to put a hat on.
No, I got a beanie.
They talking about
That if I wear this,
Joe's got a special white beanie that makes it look like he's just a big walking condom head. But now that he's got that light behind him, he'll look like Jesus' penis if he puts that beanie on. And I think it's a YouTube movement for which we all need to be witness. So I'm trying to egg it on.
No, hey, Joe, Landon is 6 foot
It's not happening
287,
tonight.
bro. 6.5 sacks.
for
He
real.
get after the quarterback. Keep an eye on him.
Yeah, I like him.
Definitely. Yo, Hammer, bro, I gotta go. The wife is gonna kill me right now, bro. I told her 10 minutes. She wants me to get back in the building.
I'm in the same boat, bro.
Yeah, me too. I told my wife 10 minutes and it was only 3. Bang Zoom. Bang Zoom. He chose. I got 9.
Hey, bro. Hey, real talk. Love you, bro. Welcome to your 40s.
man.
I'm telling you right now, when you
Happy
hit them
40s.
40s, I think everybody in here can agree. This is where the wisdom starts to kick in, bro. This is when you're gonna really, you know what I mean? Like these are the years where it all starts coming together up here. You know what I mean? So, hey, man, brother, we love you.
It starts to make sense. It starts to make sense.
I gotta ask you something, Graf. When is the wisdom gonna come through for you?
Oh,
40s now ain't happening.
Hey, what we talk about on the phone? It's called the Graf and Wasted Show.
Yeah, but
not the wasted and grafted.
Yo, inside joke, y'all. Inside joke. I'm still waiting for it all to come together too, but I'm only 42, man, so it'll come in time. Wasted, you always tell me, man, these are the years. These are the years. You know, Wasted is 86 and a half years old.
Bro. Listen, I am and Violated would tell you, bro. Hug D's to tell you because he's an old bastard too. Look, the thing about wisdom is, right? Wisdom is subjective because, 80% of the time you handle things the right way. There's always that 20% of the time when you turn back into a 17-year-old. It just happens.
Absolutely.
You never know when it's going to happen.
Oh, yeah.
You never know what's going to happen. There's a time when you could be sitting there in a parent-teacher conference with your kid and somebody says the wrong thing and you just fucking laugh like a 13-year-old. Somebody can say the wrong thing to you in traffic and normally you might just be like, man, I don't have any time for that. And then they might catch you on the wrong day. You might spit on their windshield. It's a mixed bag, man.
That's the only thing. But see, that's what I'm saying. And in my side with this, right? The only thing I'm dealing with at 42 is still the temperament side of things, still temperamental, right? But also, we talk about this all the time. We always realize we have way too much to lose. That's what comes with your 40s. Your 30s, your 20s, you don't give a shit. Whatever consequences happen, we'll deal with it afterwards. In your 40s, you think, do I want to spend a night or even a week away from my wife and kids? Do I want to even, can my back even survive jail anymore? I couldn't even imagine going back to that shit. Like, it just can't happen no more. So, in your 40s, you think about the consequences. You think about the consequences.
Dan said Wasted is robbing the Graf's Batman. Damn.
Hey, Dan.
Dan, talk that shit, bro.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. I give my brother a lot of credit, but I am nobody's fucking Robin. I am the great and powerful.
You know what's funny? Hey, on the phone, what do we say? I said the same shit. I said, everybody's always going to try and do that. Look, bro,
listen,
Shaq and Kobe, and you pick your poison. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is.
Listen,
and then we got, or Pippen and Jordan, and then we got Dennis Rodman.
Which pro looking bum you? You're in my chat every day. watching the great Robin sprinkle knowledge on you. This is what I want you to do.
Unceremoniously
Block! This is what I want you to do, Dantesse. I want you to go look in the mirror, and I want you to think about.
I meant laying down on that bed.
Yo, the disgusting meeting of spiders on your face. And think, is that a good choice for me to grow a beard that long, looking like, I mean, just like somebody who should be on the Megan's Law list? You look terrible, Dan Tessier. You look like a goddamn shriveled up treasure troll of a man, you effing bum. I want you to go today and cut that thing off of your face, right? And show everybody the anus that you have. For like a look like a goddamn shaved bird. Put Dan Tessier's picture back up there, for real. Please, man. This isn't you and everybody. You hide everybody when this face comes out. Like look at this, man. Do you see this fucking guy?
Yeah. Oh shit.
You see this fucking guy, bro?
My guy is kind of like Gandalf.
That motherfucker is a Sons of Anarchy.
Bro, you look like an unemployed wizard. I mean, what the hell is Oh, you double dork.
Yo, look like that Santa robber from Friday After Next with that beard.
You said what?
I said,
you say you look like that. Smiley? You say you look like Ricky Smiley, bro.
The Santa robber from Friday After Next. That's you right
now.
You
look like Ricky Smiley,
man. You like a goddamn holiday nutcracker with them fucking charms you got.
Yo, he went to the doctor and said, "Give me the Roman Reigns."
I want that shit.
Hold on right there.
Yo, hey, real quick though, hey, Hammer, man.
Hey, Hammer. Love you, bro. I'm checking out, man. Hey,
appreciate you.
Pleasure chopping it up with you guys, man. Keep doing your thing, man. Happy birthday, bro.
Appreciate y'all pulling
on. We got to bring you on in the off season, man, to come talk some ball again like we always do. You already know how we do it. For sure.
Good to see you.
You ugly piece of shit, bro. Love, brother. Love to go.
Always.
Yeah, everybody. Good night, y'all.
All right, y'all.
So I got Wasted, I got Graph, I got Violator out. So now we're going.
Got me at all, bro. I just don't know how to get the hell out of this shit.
Graph stuck.
There it goes. Triple threat match. Hold up.
You said triple threat match.
I've been kicked off for sanity purposes.
Hold on.
You done fucked up. You got me in here on some whiskey. We're about to talk some shit.
Y'all gotta love how my setup looks tonight, though. We made this shit look real good. Where we at? All right, we're good.
What vape website did you pull that off of, Hammer?
I didn't. There we go. You said Hug looking like Paul Wall. Yo, I'm done.
Hug got the same teeth as the dog on the Mask movie. Fuck you, Anthony. You just mad because my shit's pearly white.
I was gonna have the resident meathead pull up, but he only has a phone. He doesn't have a computer. Tough times, man.
Spacey.
Those in the chat, the membership link is pinned to the top. You guys want to keep the lights on here, and also if you don't want to do super chats but want to contribute to the birthday itself, you guys see the QR codes on the bottom left and right, Cash App and PayPal. I appreciate each and every single one of y'all. Appreciate everybody that's pulled on up tonight. We still have over 300 in chat, 190 likes. If you haven't already, where's that button? Break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash the bell. Andy's doing daddy duties, bro. And I've seen pictures of his beautiful son. He looks just like his dad. It's crazy. That little peanut, that little peanut is growing up so quick, and I'm so happy for him. I really am. P Diggity, I appreciate you. Navman, thank you so much. I gotta get this chat moving, or I need to move it somewhere else. Hold on.
Crazy. One of the homies that I didn't know he watched your show text me during the show. Was like, "Hey, you're on with the guys." So shout out to him.
Oh shit. Salute to our guy. Johnny Kicknuts is in the building. Is that Freddie Mercury with those choppers?
I
Yo,
don't
I'm
know what
done.
that means. There are some random comments going on. By the way, fuck you, LA Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pop me
This
in for a
goddamn
moment. Hold
Hey,
on.
Rob.
I wish that I would have made one that was the one scene that I didn't create was like a 4-box, which I guess I gotta fix that very, very soon. I did 3, I did 6, I did 8, and I did 9 because I knew other people were supposed to pull up. Salute to Raider Ray for becoming a member. Welcome to the family. I have one that was on his way home. I don't know if he's gonna be able to pull up. Rob again is on his phone, so he can't pull up. Who else were we supposed to have? There was another person that was supposed to pull up, but I haven't heard back. So, but regardless, this has been fun so far. We've been on for an hour and a half. I don't know how much longer we're going to be on for. We're almost at 200 likes though. So, get those likes up. And I put it in the chat before. I think we are like 263, 260 away from 11,000 subs. We are now we're 257 away. So I appreciate y'all. This has definitely been a lot of fun. Again, we're not ending it just yet. Salute to the 300 still in here, though. I really appreciate everybody that's pulled on up for this live. Definitely means a lot. I really appreciate each and every single one of y'all and my fellow guests as well, Mr. Joe Arrigo and Hug D's. I had to have one of the craziest mod fathers in here to cause some trouble too.
The best mod father. Let's just keep it real.
And I don't think I'm drinking anymore. I had a couple shots in here, and then I had a couple of drinks when I was out to dinner. So yeah.
Hug looked like he married the dentist. No, quite the contrary. I actually married a housewife who then turned into my boss. So we have a business called 208 Custom Designs. I got laid off from Tesla after 10 years of service there, and invested a bunch of money into my wife, and now I work for her, and we make good money. So
on a side note, fuck Elon Musk.
Yeah, fuck
Sorry.
that guy.
Not sorry.
By the way, Joe, I love you. Know that I love you. I know I like to give you a bunch of shit, but it's
all love, bro.
Godfather. And if you could at any point during the rest of this live put that white beanie on, it would be
not happening. So I'm gonna let you know why it's not happening.
Damn.
I just got my hair cut to like literally about an hour before I came on, and I got somewhere to go later tonight. So it's not gonna happen. Today. Yeah, but you got a lot. Mine's a journey. It's got to go all around and shit. And yeah.
You said I got one question. 4 words. Where the hoes at?
Never mind. I'm gonna be quiet.
Oh no, that was for Joe.
So let's interview.
I'm pulling up on them. Don't get it twisted.
So you got 40 years down now, Hammer. What was your biggest lesson learned in life so far? And what
don't go to a Diddy party.
And what do you look most forward to in your remaining years?
Oh, it's funny. I
go to another Diddy party.
I just got this question at dinner tonight, and it was, what are you looking forward to for the next 10 years? Finishing school, most definitely in the next 2. Having the successful career that I'm striving for right now, and having a little Hammer running around.
Awesome.
Hammer time.
I think what
was your biggest learned lesson over the first 40 years of your life?
Hoes ain't loyal.
Hoes ain't loyal. Deep thoughts with Hammer.
There you go. Hoes ain't loyal.
But it's true. True as fuck.
Rob said, "Don't look up when it rains. You're a jackass."
Taino, I've gotten like 6 IG requests from you, so I quit accepting them because I thought maybe you were hacked. So if that's not the case, I will gladly accept your Instagram request.
The great and powerful Taino. So invested in your life. Explain to me financially, that's a thing. hold on. I mean, my wife is a great investment by financially liability, although I am okay with a point with it 33 years.
Okay, so I give you a little something now, man. So I made the mistake 3.5 years ago of buying a little hobby printer for my wife that prints graphics for t-shirts that you can press onto t-shirts with a heat press. So she made like, I don't know, maybe 500 to $1,000 a month doing that, just as side money to have fun and do whatever she wanted. And then I got laid off. So then I bought her 2 commercial size printers. Now we have 4. And we run a business, a graphics business, selling graphics for t-shirts and hats, apparel. I do UV DTF, which is like a permanent sticker. You'll find them on the sides of like mugs, cups. Don't
I was
put
about
them
to
on.
say that sounded like a sexually transmitted disease. UVDTF.
UVDTF.
Ultraviolet direct to film stickers. Basically,
Ultraviolet down to fuck.
So a funny story. My wife tried to get a personalized plate that said 208 DTF for 208 direct to film, and the state of Idaho denied it.
Yeah, somebody else said DTF means something different to me. Yeah, those on the Jersey Shore know what it means.
Oh yeah, no, I'm well aware. I've watched the Jersey Shore and Pauly, and the situation, so I get it. But yeah, that's what it's called.
You need to shout out your you need a shit for you. What the fuck? Wasted, go to sleep.
You need a shit for UVDTF? No, you don't need to take a shit for UVDTF, Wasted.
Wasted, drink your Miralax and go to sleep.
Just think permanent stickers, like what you'd put on the side of mugs and stuff that doesn't wash off. It's permanent.
He said the fact that the situation is 59 and Ronnie is about 56 is hilarious. Yeah, I'm done. Fucking
Dude, that's crazy. They're older than I am. That's awesome. That's great news.
You definitely do not look 50. That shit is kind of scary, actually.
Yeah, 50 going on 51. Down 50
Yeah, you
pounds.
older than me.
Up some weight.
I'm only 48.
Johnny asked Joe, you going to that Vegas, that bar we went to in Vegas?
Yep. You know that. 100%.
He doesn't have blocking. He doesn't have blocking powers tonight. 93. That's why we're on my channel, and they didn't have access to anything like that tonight.
Who needs to be blocked? Oh,
no,
blocked. I can't.
I think Navman thought he was going to be blocked, but no, you're still here. He's Raider Ray asked you have sublimation machines.
We do not. Right now we have the regular direct to film and then UV direct to film, and then we're going to probably have a Roland here in the next couple weeks, and that'll allow us to make signage for windows, car wraps, die cut stickers, that kind of stuff. So looking to expand, and that's happening.
John B, we are all supposed to be in Pittsburgh for the draft. We're gonna try to put some things out, no Diddy if necessary. We're trying to put a game plan together for it, because obviously we're definitely not going to be front and center there. We're probably going to do a live stream like we always do. We're going to try to get somewhere. I made the suggestion of probably getting, I don't want to put it out there, but it is what it is. Like, I talked about potentially getting like an Airbnb and like doing a whole fucking watch party with like the most loyal followers. So we're gonna discuss it and try to figure a game plan out for it. I think it would be a really, really good time.
Oh, and if you guys are looking for graphics or anything that I happen to provide, you can go to 208customdesigns.com. Sorry for the shameless plug, Hammer.
I don't care. Like, your family, you could do that. I don't feel any type of way, but somebody put it in the chat, please.
Use the code HUGDs. That'll get you 30% off your purchase.
I'm over here freaking trying to fix my camera because for some reason I resized it somehow.
So yeah, Joe, here, peep this out. So the black shirt is actually me in January, and then the one next to it is me 12 months later and still working.
So what did you do? What did you cut out? Like, would you like stop sugars?
So yeah, I cut out sugar big time. No sugar in my coffee. No extra sugar as far as I can try and make happen. cut out a lot of carbs. Just focused on protein, good healthy carbs after a workout, and necessary fats. And then I've been going to the gym, dude, solid. So I think
is he really sending people to the gulags right now? Hold up.
out of 365 days last year, I went like 296.
Man,
Oh,
that's
shit.
good stuff, dog. Congratulations on that.
He's really sending people to the gulags right now. God damn,
Who is? Wasted is?
Yeah, now I just opened up the
Tell me he
YouTube
sent
studio.
Bodega. He probably sent Bodega to the gulags because he loves Bodega.
He did actually.
I figured.
God help me.
Hugdies also get you a guaranteed GFY if our quarterback sucks ass.
Oh my God. You know what? What time? It's 11:36. The one good thing is I didn't have to go to work tonight. But
He worked in the morning.
no, I don't have to go back until 5 p.m. tomorrow, thank goodness. And look, this has been a great start to 2026. This has been a great live.
You sound a little sullen, bro. You okay? Everything
I'm
good?
I got a promotion.
Do you need an extra like reach around or something? I can probably
no. I'm great. I got a promotion, boys and girls. I must have been doing something right. So again, like we're not even a full month into the new year and things have already been looking up and just trying to grind out with school and continue to do what I'm doing. So I'm gonna wrap it up here.
I've been wondering where you've been. I'm like, this guy just shows up for the games and that's it now.
I work like a Jamaican, full-time student and 2 jobs.
Where's my normal midday hammer talks? And
we're coming back like this coming season, and it's year 5. We will be back a lot more. Like the schedule now looks like it's going to work itself out perfectly. So I'm definitely going to be on a lot more this coming season. You guys are not going to want to miss it. I think having the guest on and you guys, whenever you get a chance, look back at the live, the look was spot on, especially having all you guys on. This has been really, really fun. And I appreciate, again, everybody that pulled on up tonight to celebrate a huge milestone. I reached 40. Holy shit. Never thought I would see the day. But Hug, give the plug again, please. No Diddy if necessary.
Yep. If you're looking for anything graphic wise for your apparel, hats, companies, or UVDTF stickers, visit 208customdesigns.com. Use code HUGDs for 30% off your order. And we'd be more than happy to welcome and answer any questions you might have on the website.
Joe, you got anything?
At Joe Arrigo _ all social media. Follow it.
Raider Ray. Yeah, we will be in Pittsburgh for the draft. So stay tuned. Again, we're going to start planning stuff out. We still have another, 3 months? We're going to start planning stuff out. And once we actually start locking things in, obviously, we're going to let you guys know. I think that's it, though. If you guys haven't already, on your way out, do me a favor. Break them thumbs, hammer that sub, smash the bell to stay up to date with all your Raiders news, rumors, updates, live streams, and reactions in the house at Hammer, built by the nation for the nation. Raider Nation News Today. Continue to stay safe. Most importantly, be kind to one another. COVID or not, you should always remember to wash your hands and your asses. And as always, win, lose, or tie, Raider Nation till I die. Till next time, y'all.
Come together like butt cheeks.
As always, stay committed to excellence. And all my New York peace, love, and positivity. And there's that part too.
And when I leave, come together like butt cheeks.
There it is. Till next time, y'all. We outro.